Welcome back to Cosplay Time. As always, I am Chris, aka Mr. Zoom_2028, with my two co-hosts.
Hi, I'm Ella from egirlela from TikTok.
And I'm Ash. I'm ashestoashesdoctodoc on TikTok.
And today we are here with special guest.
I'm Nathan. I'm Onfirecosplay on TikTok.
And now it's time to get to the show. Alright, question number one. How did you find out about TikTok /Musically?
So I had a friend who was into it back when it was Musically, and I found out like a lot of cosplayers were using it. And then last October, I decided to get it for myself, and because I found a lot of people were using it, and it's like a new place to put on y'all of your cosplays and post it and things like that, other than just basic photos, work in progress builds on like Instagram and things like that. And it seems a lot easier to get noticed on than YouTube at the moment. So I started on October 31st because it was a Halloween party, and I was already in Batman. And I started filming them, and then I've been posting pretty much every single day since then.
Oh yeah, I love your Brandon Rogers' grandpa cosplay, by the way.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that got really popular. And I figured I would do a Brandon Rogers sound back when I was doing Newt Scamander. And a lot of people were telling me I actually looked like him. So one time I was at Goodwill and I found a yellow sweater. I'm like, if I cut the sleeves off that, it would look like the grandpa sweater, the vest. Yeah. So I bought it. I cut off the sleeves, and then I did a low budget grandpa cosplay. And then video blew up. I think it has like 500,000 views or something like that on TikTok. So I was like, so far been my most popular one I've done.
Okay.
Alright, who's next with questions, or did we not prepare questions?
I have questions, but is it just going to be the same order?
Okay, I think, yeah, same order we did the intros.
Okay, cool. What do you think your favorite cosplay is that you've done? That, like, if you had to pick one thing to do, or you couldn't do anything new, what's your favorite?
I really like doing my Batman cosplay a whole ton. It was one of the, I don't know, it's one of my favorite ones I built, just because it looks it looks cool. And it's different from a lot of other Batman cosplayers. Usually like the Dark Knight ones. There's now a whole lot of Arkham Knight cosplayers. I think it's one of my favorite skins, just like overall look, and like it's one from my favorite video game. So I'm so excited that the newest video game had him wearing armor, so I could make it, because all the other ones have been fabric suits, which are really hard to make. But yeah, I definitely like this one. And my second favorite would probably be the Joker, just because I really like doing the makeup and the hairspray.
Oh, that's cool.
And also that sexy boots cosplay you did with Batman.
Yeah, sexy Batman. Actually, you know what? I misspoke. The sexy Batman video I think is my most popular one. So yeah, that one is I did not expect that one to do as well as it did, because it's like I found them at a Goodwill around Halloween. I guess someone got rid of them because they didn't fit or whatever. But I found they're like $4. So I'm like, oh cool. If I know someone who wants to do a Harley cosplay, I can give them these boots. And then I had them sitting around in my house for a while, and then one of my roommates sent me a video of a Harley Quinn cosplayer doing the heels challenge with them. And I'm like, well, now I have to do it. So I found the heels, did the duet, posted it, and then I was just getting an insane amount of attention from it from that point on. And that's how I met Corey Nation. Was soon after I posted that video, he saw it, and then he started following me, and that was he's one of my best friends on TikTok. So.
Oh yeah, Ash, if you don't have any questions, you can answer the questions too.
Yeah. I do have a question though. What is the most technically, the outfit that you put together that required the most effort and effect to put together?
Oh, good Lord. Probably my Iron Man suit. I made that, oh God. I started making it back in February, because in January, December, I was making a different Iron Man suit that wasn't working out right. So I switched the model that I was making because I found better prints for it. And I was working on it up until the day before the convention I was going to wear it at. So I was just like mad con crunching of just like coating everything with resin, so I could use the right paint that I want, giving everything a coat of metallic paint, then the red paint, and then right up until the deadline, I was working on it. And then it takes like 2 people to help put it on. I don't like having costumes that are that hard to get into.
Yeah.
Like Batman's not too bad actually, because it's fairly flexible to get on and off. But the Iron Man suit, I'm just like locked in. I can only move my arms like C-3PO, and it's just really uncomfortable to wear. And I haven't worn it since then actually. I need to either fix it or make a new one that actually I can wear more comfortably.
I remember the Con Crunch TikToks you were doing.
Yeah. Oh, good lord.
And that also reminds me, I have an armor I have to finish in like 4 weeks for LA Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
It's Deadpool Mandalorian.
Oh.
Nice.
What were you saying, Ash?
I said I know the Con Crunch all too well. I have a Destiny cosplay that I was making the cape the night before, so all of the fabric paint and everything that I put on it to make the dead orbit symbols, it's all me at like 3 in the morning painting it. It was chaos.
Yeah.
I was so upset. I was like, why did I wait till this short of a time period to do this?
Yeah.
Happens.
Mm-hmm. I was actually on a web series back in June about Con Crunch. It was called Con Crunch, and it was like while I was in like the construction phase of making my Iron Man suit, and we were talking about how to like avoid Con Crunch and just like tips to how to do armor building, which is why I was there. And in the interview, they asked you like how bad the Con Crunches hit me, and it was maybe like a month before the con. So I still had time. So like, you know what? It hasn't been that bad this year. I think I'm going to finish on time. And then I'm up until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, the day before I'm supposed to drive to Denver Comic Con, and then I get there. I'm like, I was wrong. Good Lord. Yeah.
I know that feeling. I crunched with Ash, getting all the pieces together. That was chaos.
And my phone turned off again. Why must you betray me, cell phone? The serious question of every interview. What is your opinion on stuff getting taken off of TikTok for stupid reasons?
So, yeah, I had this recently. I was trying to post videos of my, I was trying to coordinate a fight scene because I'm making a Deathstroke cosplay. And I'm trying to get me, one of my friends is going to be Batman, the other friend's going to be Deathstroke, and I'm going to be Joker. And we're trying to choreograph this fight scene between all 3 of us to do on a cosplay contest. And it was like this huge setup. We're like doing like voicing over dialogue, and I mixed like my own sounds for it, to like have music play in the background because it's very specific con. Like not a whole lot of cons nowadays. I'll let you use your own sounds for the stage because it's just so complicated. But there's this one convention that was in August that would have let us do it, and I really wanted to try it, but I didn't have time to finish Deathstroke. Darn Con Crunch again. But we still had videos of us practicing what we were going to do. And one day I ran out of videos because I didn't have time to get into cosplay, just film more. So I was trying to post the videos of our fight scene that we're doing, and we had one of them was like a rubber like practice knife. And it had like a big red ring of duct tape around it. Like it's fake, very much a fake knife. And then they took that one down. And so I posted another one that was him fighting with the staff. That one got through. And then I posted another one with just, instead of a sword, it was a wooden stick. And then that one got taken down. And then I'm like, am I going to get banned if I keep trying to post these videos? Because like it doesn't have a real weapon. And if it was a weapon, it would be a fake weapon, which I make. Like, I don't really understand it. Same thing happened back when I was making a tutorial on foam crafting. I was building a Harley Quinn revolver that I was sending to Corey, and then they took down just one of the videos. Like I had like the painted thing done in one of them, but then the one before it was like all silver. They got taken down for some reason. But it's just really weird because it's like really inconsistent with some things. Because there's a whole like hashtag movement for fight scenes. It's called there's like fight scene challenge. Is a hashtag fight scene challenge. So I thought, oh great, it won't get taken down. And then it did. But I'm hoping that gets changed. But who knows? It's not a huge deal if it doesn't. You just gotta work around it.
Yeah.
I don't know. TikTok's gotta fix its shit though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense because they're trying to like, they can't like watch every single person's video who might have a gun or a weapon or a violent themes of some sort.
Well, yeah, but also the app is like for 13 and up, so there's a lot of people who shouldn't be on there.
Oh yeah, I sometimes if I get a comment, I'm like, all right, who wrote this about me? It's like some 8-year-old. I'm like,
that is a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a
You
child.
don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But what's crazy about the whole weapons policy that they have is I was able to post a video of me at the shooting range shooting a real gun, shooting real bullets into a target. That target is right there, actually, right up in here. Yeah. Didn't get taken down, not once. But on the video, I actually put video for training purposes only.
Yeah, that's probably how it got through. Because, like, on the other hand, with us, it was like pretending to hurt each other. So then we're like, someone could think they actually got hurt and then take it down.
But see, I have a toy over here. Okay. I have a toy over here that is implicitly a toy, correct?
Yeah.
It even got the orange on the inside of the thing because it's a toy. That they hate this thing more than they hate a real gun.
Yeah.
So it's whatever.
Yep, my pistols with the orange tips have gotten taken down. My foam swords have gotten taken down.
Yeah.
My wood
like,
I do have a video with a real steel knife in it back when I started, and it's still up.
My video spinning the rubber training knife the other day didn't get taken down for some reason. I don't know why, but they did. You left. Bruh, that knife spin's sick though.
Sick with 2 C's.
But I posted a video of a battle royale with one of my friends, Suckmaster, and it didn't get taken down. And I have a giant wooden sword in it that is painted black, so you can't actually tell if it's real or not.
Who knows?
Yeah. I feel like if TikTok wants to like keep getting more popular and become like a, just as popular as like Instagram or Twitter or something, like they kind of need to like raise the age requirement because like a lot of kids, like it's like not just 13-year-olds. I feel like the base is like a lot older than that, and even then it's like, you can't like really just make an app like kid friendly and then like let certain things through. Like they'll let some stuff through that is like definitely like violent or sexual, and then certain things are like, oh no, not that. Like you either like go all the way or you make it like baby friendly. Like like some stuff gets through that's just like it's like really close to being like 18 plus, and then like a toy sword gets taken down. It's like you gotta be really like clear with what the rules are, or else people are just gonna be like, screw this, like I'll just go back to what I'm used to, which is like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, like Discord, and whatever.
And what's crazy about the whole rules thing is there is none. It says you cannot have any. You cannot. Cannot promote violence. You cannot have. You cannot have illegal use of weapons. But it's within their terms to determine whether or not it's illegal use. So even if you have a firearm, if you're not using the real firearm correctly, they'll remove it. If you're using the real firearm correctly and they don't like it, they'll remove it. If you're using an airsoft gun and you post pictures of you doing the pew, they'll remove it. Anything that they feel the need to remove because they just don't like this particular day, they'll do it because it's within their right. It's their app.
And it does seem like it's unequally done because the people who like aren't cosplayers or like the ones who like just make their whole like thing with making funny faces at the camera, like they don't get their stuff removed, but it seems like cosplayers are a lot more like, I don't know, scrutinized or looked at harder.
Yeah.
Because I've had a video taken down of me just standing there looking at the camera in cosplay.
I had a video taken down of me dancing in a vault suit.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's the third video I ever posted on the app and it immediately got removed, and I was like, okay, that's...
This is some clown shit right here.
Alright, you ready for the next question?
Do it.
Yep. Go
Okay.
for it.
So do you do any Siege cosplays yet?
No, I don't. I don't know. I haven't played Siege at all. I play a little bit because my friend has it, but I don't know. It's not really in my fandom of things to do as far as cosplays on my list. It's mainly like I don't know, like I like doing armor and stuff like that, but I feel like with tactical gear it's a lot easier to just like go out and buy stuff for it. I had to find a hard time finding things to make for it because I do like making my cosplays. But yeah, it's just not something I'm really heavy into following. Like even like a lot of people ask me if I'm ever going to do Master Chief, but I know I don't play a whole lot of Halo. And as cool as the characters Master Chief is, as far as his look and what he does, I just don't have any personal investment in the fandom to spend hours of my life trying to make his armor.
Right.
Yeah.
Sap your life willpower from inside of your chest into this armor.
And the money out of your wallet.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, unless it was, like, sponsored. And then even then, it's like, there's no inspiration behind it. It's like, it's like when people be like, oh, you should cosplay this character. You should do that.
Yeah,
it's like,
pay me to do it.
Yeah, it's like...
Pay me, though.
I would love to get sponsored to make armor. I saw someone on TikTok who was sponsored by I think it was Elder Scrolls, with Bethesda.
Oh, yeah, sometimes games will do that.
Yeah, it was really cool, yeah. But I think future projects I'd probably be looking at, I really want to make one of the newer Iron Man suits. I also want to make the suitcase suit, from Iron Man 2, where it pops out of the suit. I would love to try and make that. Yeah, but I don't know how I could make that without 3D printing it. I don't have one of those. But I think Deathstroke is that I'm trying to get Deathstroke done, probably new Iron Man suit, and then we'll see what goes on from there.
Have you entered any competitions with your costumes?
Oh yeah, I've done 2 or 3. I've gotten 2 Judges' Choice Awards. I got one for this bat suit, and then another one for Mr. Freeze, which was a long time ago, like 3 years ago, and I didn't even think it was very good. So I was surprised I got a Judges' Choice Award for that. But I haven't won any placings yet, which is why I was really bummed I couldn't finish my Deathstroke in time, because I really wanted to do that, win like the best or what's the best performance, since there's going to be a whole choreographed fight scene between the 3 of us. But we'll try see if we could do it at a bigger con, like probably Denver Pop Culture Con, if they like change a few of the rules, because right now you can only be on stage for 30 seconds. But if they make it longer, or if there's another con, maybe NDK next year, I can do that one.
Another con in my area has when you do like group skits and stuff like that, they give you like 2 minutes, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Need.
The one I was doing used to have skits, and it was like, I think it was around the same time. It was like 2 minutes. It was like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I think, to do your whole performance, and then you could like submit your own audio for it.
Yeah, that was
But
us.
then that year they changed it to a minute and a half instead, and then they got rid of the skit category. So it's just like you just had at maximum 30 or a minute and 30 seconds to do your skit if you're going to upload your own sound. And so I had to redo all the work I had already done trying to make a 2 minute and 30 second video or fight scene. I then had to cut that down by a minute, and then had to redub things, redo music, and all kinds of stuff. It was sucky, and then it sucked more because I couldn't even do it. So it was all that time wasted, unless for next year if they don't change anything.
Well, you should come out to California conventions, because a lot of them allow, like, if you're one of the first to like register for the skits and stuff, you get like some of the prime spots, like the longer spots.
Yeah.
So now I think Long Beach Comic Con that just happened has like a pretty long skit time length.
Interesting. I've never traveled out of state. I haven't traveled out of Colorado for a con yet. I might be going to San Diego Comic Con if I get into like the whole lottery system that they have.
I know.
It's like
I've been trying for 6 years to get in.
Yeah, it's like a 1/3 chance of getting in right now, so we'll see if I get in. But if you get into the costume contest, they give you a free ticket for whatever day the contest is. But then you still have to go there. But that's one way to get in.
Or do the press or vendor badges.
Yeah.
You know, have a vendor let you like tag along, advertise for their booth.
Yeah. It's a
I
good
know
one.
it's saying Japan, they were kind of strict about what we did and everything, especially us because we're in tactical cosplays of all things. We got like heavily scrutinized with all of our props and stuff, like more than anybody else. All of our props had to be weight checked. If it was beyond a certain weight, even if it was an airsoft gun, even if it was a dummy, even if it was stripped out and just like solid, hold on, they would get us for it.
Damn.
I know Los Angeles Comic Con doesn't even allow any type of like realistic looking gun.
Yeah, Denver Pop Culture Con now has that rule too. And a big part of that is because the local police departments can't tell cosplayers from armed robbers. So you have to, even with like orange tips, it's really easy for someone to just put an orange tip on a real gun and then go rob a bank or rob a convenience store. So
yeah, but also they were saying lightsaber, like prop lightsabers too, had to be left with weapons check if you bought them.
Oh, that's kind of lame. It's just lightsaber.
They let lightsabers in for that year, for us, but they also they had like a vendor booth who was selling lightsabers, so that was probably part of it.
Well, yeah, they were doing that too at LA Con, but I think last year they kind of like let up a little bit on the weapons policy. Mm-hmm. So like, I was Green Arrow last year, so I could bring my bow, but I had to remove the strings and kind of ruined a good-looking bow.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
That's kind of work around a lot of cons do to let bows get in.
Yeah, but it was like the year before that, they didn't tell anybody like until the first day of the con. Mm-hmm. So like everybody had to rush back to their rooms and leave their props there.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that kind of like bad planning on their part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like understand some of the con like rules. Like at CanadaCon this year, we had like me and Luca had our like pistols. Like I had my she didn't even have her G36 yet, so like we just had our like secondary pistols, like airsoft guns, and we had them like in our holsters. And then like good citizens we are, we went to weapons check, and they're like, oh, like any moving parts of the gun you can't have, like you can't bring it. If it has moving parts, they're like, but we have hot glue if you want to put glue in your airsoft gun, so that doesn't move.
No.
I'm like, okay, and so we just. Like, why would you ruin a perfectly fine airsoft gun? Like, just put glue in it. Like, that doesn't make sense. So, but then we just, like, I literally walked in with it in my holster, and nobody stopped me. And, like, I had it out for pictures and everything. Like, they'll, like, make you check and, like, whatever. Like, I tried to follow the rules, but the rules were dumb. So I, did my own thing. Like, there's no magazine in it. Like, it's an airsoft gun. And, like, obvious orange tip, like we still were able to hold it, but it's just the rules are so stupid. And when I was like, is there a reason for that? Like, why? And then the guy was like, I don't know, it's just the rules. I'm sure there's some reason, but like, I don't know. Like, it's not your job.
The council has come to the decision, but seeing as it is a stupid ass decision, I have elected to ignore it.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened. Yeah. I think Ash is busy.
Alright, I'll do another one of my questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite convention to go to?
I don't know. I've been doing a lot more conventions than I have been in the past. I really like going to Denver Pop Culture Con, just because that's like the biggest one in Colorado. Every year it kind of shifts between like May to July, but normal con season, that's like the big one that comes around for us. So that one's probably my favorite just because like the amount of celebrities that they get there. Like Critical Role was there last year, so I went to see their panel, which was super fun. They get a pretty decent amount of guests. I think the guy who plays Drax, Dave Bautista, was there last year, and like a couple other the Guardians of the Galaxy cast members. So they get a pretty decent amount of cast. Like a lot of smaller conventions get pretty like like kind of B-level actors of science fiction movies. I remember at Colorado Springs Comic Con, they had the guy from Buck Rogers, way back in like the 60s, 70s sci-fi show.
Hey, Mac, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. And then,
My dad needs help.
oh, that's all right. But yeah, I'd say probably Denver Pop Culture Con. It's the funnest one. It's the biggest and has like the biggest turnout, so more people see your stuff. But I would love to go to other conventions. Like I really want to go to what's it called? Dragon Con, which is like really big.
Fun is fun.
Yeah.
Say in Japan is another good one. They happen exactly the same time every year.
Fancy.
One of them is in San Antonio. I don't know where Dragon Con is.
Georgia.
I don't know either. I just hear a lot
Georgia.
of people go to that one. I want to go to Orlando Comic Con, because that one's pretty fun. Or maybe it's called MegaCon. I think it's
All these
MegaCon.
cons, but no money for me to travel to them.
Yeah.
No monies. No monies.
I spend it all on cosplay. I don't have travel money.
No monies. Okay. Ella,
Well, do you have a question?
get your headphones is what I want to know.
Oh, these? Well, these aren't my Ella headphones, obviously, but it's a Razer headset, and then the cat ears come off. You can get them without it. Thanks.
Oh, that's cool.
That's precious.
Yeah.
Such a wholesome Ella.
Thanks.
Okay. Any more questions? Because I missed like half of them trying to do tech support. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Do you have one? You want to use?
Who are you pointing at? Because I can't really see the camera. I mean the
This is
screen.
No, I don't have any questions.
You don't have any questions?
Well,
Okay.
Do you want to
Okay.
answer the one that was asked? What's your favorite convention?
Oh, my favorite convention? I've only been to a few. One of them got shut down.
Oof.
Yeah, big oof times. It was one of my local ones too, so I only have one.
Yeah,
now.
it's hard for small conventions to take off.
I'd have to say, based off of the 3 that I've only been to, my favorite would have to be Sci-Fi-Con, and that's here local. It's a sci-fi anime gaming convention. That this year we hit the 3,000 passes bought mark. So we're just a small little con, but it's super fun. We have a pub crawl and everything, and everybody's really nice.
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 I'm probably just saying that because it's like right near my house, but
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. So you don't have to like buy a hotel or anything.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I like local conventions. You have to travel.
Yeah.
I think non-DisuCon's become one of my favorites because they have really fun events to do. Like they did cosplay karaoke, which was super fun. I'm like addicted to cosplay karaoke now. Because
I saw the videos.
I was dressed as the Joker singing "Be Prepared" from The Lion King, and I just got super into it. And it's funny because I have terrible stage fright, and so to make up for it, I just did the whole thing like in character. Like I think the Joker would do this, so like I jumped up on a chair, and then like the big like build up at the end happened, and it's just like I was like powered through my nerves with through the guise of a character, which is really fun.
I know I used to have really bad stage fright when it comes to that, but cosplaying's actually helped me get out of that.
Oh yeah, I'm a terrible character actor though. People like I'm terrible whenever like Harley Quinn or Joker cosplayers approach me and they're like, "Hi, Batsy." I'm like, "Look, hi, hello."
I feel that so much.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm terrible at it, especially for like aggressive characters like him. It's easier for other people, but like when it's a dark character like that, it's like, do I just like stare at him? Do I like try to attack him? Like, what do I do in this casual setting while we're waiting in line for some waffles? For some waffle fries.
I feel that so much. When someone comes up in character or like says something like aggressive, because I normally cosplay like the broody, like moody characters too. So I was like, but I don't want to be mean, so I'm like, haha, like, okay.
Yeah.
And then, like,
I'm
had
really
the-
soft little
awkward.
potato.
Yeah, I had the opposite problem with when I was the Joker, because then like I was just like getting flocked by these Harley cosplayers,
Oh.
and they're just like putting this and putting that, and like hi like baby and things like that. I'm just like, I don't know you, and our relationship is very abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hi,
awkward. Yeah.
Yes, hello, ma'am.
Hi,
Oh,
sir. Nice to meet you.
Mhm.
That's funny.
I know that we had a lot of people come up to us at San Japan, and they would always ask me, "Hey, where's your ACOG?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it's right here," and I'd freaking whip this thing out.
Mhm.
I got a discount from a vendor because I did that in front of the vendor, and he was like, no way. No
Yeah.
way. You came prepared.
Yeah, it's great when you have that. I had when I had my in my bat utility belt, I would keep like a bunch of like stashed props. I had like batarangs, and I had like Joker venom and like Scarecrow toxin and like all these vials with different colors in it. And then, like I would get pictures with other DC character groups, and if they're a villain, I'm like, oh, we could do this. It's like, oh, I don't have this thing. I'm like, haha, use this. And then whip
But
out
I
something.
do.
It's really fun. Yeah.
That's
But-
my goal with Ash though, is to
Yeah.
get as many props as I can get onto my belt, my utility belt. That way, like I'm planning on getting like a grappling hook and making it con appropriate, obviously.
Mhm.
Finding hidden places to stash things is really important with cosplays because it's awkward when you just walk around with a bag.
Yeah, I
It
hate
I
that.
was
really
able to
is.
keep like my phone and my wallet in my utility belt, which was nice. And then if you have like a handler, like groups are great to do that with. So you can have like a group of either themed cosplayers or like one person who's out of cosplay can like help you out with carrying things and stuff like that. It's really nice. And it's also a lot more fun when you go with like a group. And especially if it's like a themed group costume because it eliminates the awkward conversations with other people because you usually have someone in that group.
Mm.
So if you're a Joker with like a Harley, other Harleys will avoid you because they're not going to approach you.
You already have a
This one has been claimed.
It's
Yeah, no.
funny when you're walking around alone though, because I walk around. I usually walk either with like maybe a person, maybe not. At conventions like locally, like CypherCon, I'll like be lone wolfing it, and people would come up to me and just like flock, and it's
Yeah.
just like, help me.
I need an adult.
It's kind of nice so when you get like stuck in like the photo loop though.
Yeah.
Where, like you
love
get
that.
someone asks you for a picture, then someone else sees you doing a pose, like, oh, let me get one, and then like a
And
line
then another
forms,
one.
and then there's a
Me,
crowd. Yeah,
this last weekend, we took over 300 photos because people were just, hey.
yeah. I got stuck in the loop as I was sexy Batman for the for NBK last year for Nandasukan. And it was I got stuck on the floor posing with like one of my like heels kicked up in the air. And then like just people were just taking photos all around, just like, oh my god, I'm like spinning to like get people the right angle. I was trying to get in line for a panel I was doing. I'm like, I need to go.
Yeah, I feel bad when I have to say no. Or like my Uber is like
Yeah.
right there. They're like, oh my gosh, can I have a picture? I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I have to go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel bad.
I got stuck
Yeah.
in an Ash and Cav interrogation loop over
Yeah.
the weekend. I just laid on the floor and I was like, can I get up now?
No, you may not.
Oh, it was so crazy, but it was so amazing. Freaking, I would go back and do it 1,000 times over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first con that
That
I
was fun.
unleashed Ash upon. So
Yeah.
again, it was perfect. It was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
How many times? Okay, so I'm not sure. I've seen Mr. Zoom's videos a couple times on TikTok, but I haven't seen your guys's yet. But have you ever been recognized at a con for like from TikTok or Instagram or whatever social media site you have?
Somebody recognized me at San Japan, but only because I was with another group of TikTokers, and they recognized me little fan group that we have together. Like
I have like mutuals on like Instagram and stuff, so it's really just like being like, oh hey, like seeing them in real life. It's mainly like mutuals, but I've never had like a fan, like or someone that follows me be like, oh my gosh, like I follow you on blah blah blah. So it's like mainly just like friends.
I don't know. I keep getting asked by my fans to like go to the conventions that are close to them. And I'm keep saying like, sorry, I have no money to go on a plane.
Yeah. You need to just like tell them to like email their convention and be like, can you get this cosplay guest? Because like you can't do anything unless they give you a free ticket, free booking, like free plane, or like at least discounted if they want you there. Like, you know, you're just a normal human being. Like, you can't be like, oh yeah, let me just go get a plane ticket right now. Like, this is not.
I would love to be invited to be a guest. That'd be so fun.
Yeah. But I have noticed that little kids like a lot of my villain cosplays that I do. Like this one little girl, when I was dressed in this, like ran away from her parents and grabbed my leg pad. I was like, "Oh, what is that?" Because she grabbed me on my no-eyed side of the mask. So I was like, "Oh, am I snagged on something?" And then her parents said like she ran away from them to go grab me for a picture. And I think she was like maybe 5.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she likes the villains first.
Yeah. I think
be like that sometimes.
I feel insanely narcissistic if I remembered being recognized like the number of times, but it's happened a couple of times, and like it's happened since I got TikTok. Like I started my social media account like on Instagram back in 2017, but like no one up until then has noticed me until I started my TikTok, and then now I'm like starting to get recognized at conventions like a couple of times, not like a whole bunch, but it's really nice though when you're at a place and like you know, whatever costumes that you wear on your page, and then someone's like, "Hey, do you have a TikTok?" And then I know, like for TikTok specifically, they never say that they know you first from TikTok. They ask you like it's a drug dealer. Someone's like, "Hey, you got TikTok?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I follow you."
Stuff,
I'm like,
bro.
"Then you knew I had one."
I think you know. But I know it is kind of like
really
hard
nice
when you're a fan of somebody asking if they're the person though, because you don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, you don't want to be wrong. Yeah,
it's awkward when you're
really
hey, you look like this person. I'm not that person. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really try a lot harder now to compliment on people on their cosplays. And like not even just to like and not even just like hey, I want to get a photo with you, and then oh, you look great, but like just like passing people, just like that looks really good. I appreciate your hard work, because when someone says that to you, it feels so nice. So I'm trying to like send it out to other people, especially if you're like Batman and you see another Batman, it's like, oh, I love what you did there. But
that's good.
Trying to be a supportive member of this community.
That's the best people though. Like, don't say, hey, your patches are wrong, or like,
oh yeah, oh god, I hate when people are nitpicky
Ash
about
doesn't
things.
have SWAT on her shoulder or her back, but okay. It looks appropriate, so it's there.
Yeah. Everyone cosplays at a different level. Like, you can't be 100% accurate. Like, no one's 100% accurate with anything. And then most people who are either sponsored or have a costume that is accurate. So, like, it's really hard to just make from scratch at 100% accurate cosplay. And it's really just mean just to nitpick things just because you want, like, you can. But, like, I don't know. Have you ever been, like, mistaken for a cosplay? Like, wearing something someone thought you were something else?
Yeah.
A lot of people think, like,
I got a story about that, too.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
So
I get a lot of ones.
I was the Atom from DC's Legends of Tomorrow, though. I got called Daft Punk.
Yeah, I got recognized for different versions of the Joker and Batman. So a lot of people think I'm the new Mortal Kombat version of the Joker, which is really interesting because he's like a very different. I think it's mainly the hair. Like our hair is kind of similar, but everything else is different, and so that's probably why. But then a lot of people think I'm they see Batman, they immediately think the Dark Knight version. So they always come at me like, "Where is she?" It's like, that's not who I am. I'm Kevin Conroy Batman. But
you're the wholesome Batman.
Yeah, I know, right? I just let them do it, and just like, oh, I don't know, where did you put her?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that
but
one, that
I go along with it,
Dark
and then
Knight
like
one is
afterwards they're
my
like, that's not the version I am. But I don't correct them because that's just mean. But one time I was doing Mr. Freeze. This is like 2 or 3 years ago, and I had the red goggles on, and like I couldn't have my big freeze gun because that was like the year they cracked down on prop weapons. So I didn't have it, but I did have like the big, like he has like this big water jug that I would use to like be like his fuel source for like whatever ice liquid he uses, like liquid nitrogen or whatever. So I just use that, and I could drink out of it if I was thirsty, and I could just carry that around as a prop. But there's this guy who wanted to get me a picture with him and his like 8-year-old or so kid. So he's like, "Oh, take a picture with him." I was like, "Yeah," and and we took a picture, and then he's like, "Daddy, who's he?" And he goes, "He's an astronaut who died in space because his helmet broke."
Huh?
Because I had
What
like the
the
blue
heck?
makeup on. So I had like this big like helmet, and like I didn't know how to make like a dome shape, so I just made it look like the glass got broken because it's like I based off the Arkham City version, and then they're like Batman punches his glass on his face and starts like hitting him in the head. But like so I did that version, and so I like the blue face paint, and like the red goggles and that stuff. like he did to go that far with that detailed of an explanation
Yeah.
on how you being not the character he thinks you are. To just some random astronaut who got stuck in space. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, it's always the dads. I feel like
That
that
kid is
like
gonna
are
be
so
scared of
confident.
space now.
And they just see someone who looks cool and they want to get a picture with them. And then the kids ask and they're like, crap, what is he? Spaceman.
Yeah.
I can't look like I don't know.
Mhm.
Let me make up this entire
It's the
new story for
all
this
the answers.
character.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've had that happen too. Like I do like volunteer work for like events and stuff, so I'll dress up like as like comic book characters, and my main characters are like Black Widow and Mera from Aquaman.
Nice.
And so I was Mera for an event, and like people, like it was mainly like the parents, like the dads or moms are
Yeah.
like, look, it's Poison Ivy. You want a picture with Poison Ivy? And then they're like, oh, don't get too close to her. She's toxic. And I'm like, I'm Mara. I am green and red, but that does not mean I'm Ivy. Like, it's like,
I'm surprised people wouldn't think you're like Ariel or something like that.
it's like as some little girls did too. Like, but like it's okay because like
Yeah.
Ariel and like Mara are like similar. They're both like water, whatever. But then like Ivy's like a totally different character than Mara. The only
Yeah.
thing is the red hair, which like I guess the bright red lace front wig is like, oh, but
Yeah.
I
Oh,
won't
man,
like
I've-
correct if it's a little kid, but if it's like a dad, I'm
Yeah.
like actually like the Aquaman movie just came out because that was like when the event was like.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I'm actually Mara, so you guys should look
Oh,
at it.
I would get just like mythology wrong. So it's not like they didn't know who I was. They just didn't know what the thing I was. So at the
Yeah.
Renaissance Festival, I was wearing the satyr legs or the fawn legs. That have so I have like this big stilt thing that gives you like the digit grade stance to look like hind legs of a goat. And I was wearing that at the Renaissance Festival, which is a terrible idea because it's all hilly and mountain and dirt and things. But it's
Mine
still
is
super fun.
strictly
And
mud.
oh yeah, I really like it though. It's worth the pain. I only do it for a couple of hours, but it's super fun. And I wish I could work there, but I live nowhere near there. But anyways, a lot of people would come up to me and say, "Oh, look, he's a centaur." I'm like, "That's half a horse. Where's my other 4 legs?" But it's like I'm actually a fawn. I try really hard to be in character for Renaissance festivals because like everyone who's there is in character. Because like all the people who work there have to do the accents and things, and so I try to play along.
Mm.
Alright, whose turn is it to ask a question? Is it mine or whose is it?
I think it's mine.
I've lost track a long time ago, I swear.
That's all right. If you have a question, go for it.
Mr. Zoom, that's illegal.
I had an eyelash fall off and it was tickling my cheek.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're all like on social media for our cosplay stuff.
Mhm.
So what do you think has been the most like most successful? Like, would you say like Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter? Like, which one do you think is like your favorite to like? You know?
Definitely TikTok for me, but
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's the system is weird because it's really not. I don't know. I just really like TikTok because it's really easy to get your content out there and noticed by other people, even if you're just like. I feel like if you've just started, it's just as easy for you on like your first few videos you're posting to get just as popular as someone who has like 100,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really balanced like that, and I really do appreciate that. And
Yeah.
then it's also really easy to make videos, and all the sounds are out there, and you can like look at other people and what they're doing for inspiration. And if you have something you want to add, you can do it, and it's really nice. And if you have something that's good, you'll get noticed for it, and you'll get followers. So you'll get like it's really easy that way. I just hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, so it's nothing compared to like the 72,000 TikTok followers I have now. But then like I don't know. It's also I feel like they had different media accounts has like different rates of following. So like what's considered famous is different for each app. Like Instagram, like above 1,000 is really good, I think. And then like TikTok, like above 50,000 is like really good. Or like no, even like above 10,000 is really good. But then like
I have 1K 300.
That's good though. It's a good start. But and then like
I have been on TikTok for a year.
a year, yeah. About the same for me.
My friend has been on TikTok for 2 weeks, and he has over 4K.
Yeah. Don't compare yourself to other people.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm the one that recruited him to TikTok. That's the bad part.
Yeah. But the friend that told me about Musically and TikTok, she had when I started she had like 10K, and then now I have 70,000. She has like I think she has 30K now. So like but I very quickly passed her. And then I felt bad because it's like, ooh, you're the one who told me about it. You're my senpai, and now I'm I am now senpai.
Yeah, I felt the same way with the one who showed me originally Musically too, because I passed them really fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like weird to get popular on TikTok. It's a weird balance between being funny, creative, and unique. Or creative and unique are the same things, but it's like, yeah, just like funny, trendy, and unique is like kind of like this weird sweet spot you have to be in. And so like for me, like it was Brandon Rogers and then Batman in Heels. That's where like 90% of my followers came from. And those two videos that did really, really well. And then it's just like trying to like sustain that going on. Mm-hmm. But then and then it's kind of like trying to figure out what's trendy at the moment. Like the triple screen thing. Like I haven't done Brandon Rogers in forever. But then like the triple screen like posing video that everyone was doing with like the Junko poses and stuff like that was getting really popular. And I wanted to do it, but I didn't think I had a character who was relevant for it. So I thought, just as a joke, because I saw someone do it was Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like a cringe pose. I'm like, that is a great idea. I'll do a funny version of this really popular trend. And then that like this is probably one of the more popular videos I've done in like a month or so. Was Brandon Rogers doing the triple screen like Junko poses and stuff.
Yeah,
but
I feel
it's
like
a weird system you have to ride, and you can get lost in like a sea of a bunch of other people doing the exact same thing as you are. So trying to be original is kind of tricky.
Yeah, I feel like the ones that you think of like on a whim, or like you might feel like a little embarrassed to post, end up being like the most. Either it's like it gets ignored, or it's like gets really popular. Like
the dumbest stuff that I make ends up being the best. And I'm just like, I didn't even try for this though.
Yeah, but it's like the original things, like you know what I mean.
I tried this much.
Yeah.
And then the ones that have like hours of effort get like no views.
Or get removed for nothing.
But then it's like, ooh, you did this trend in a cosplay? Lots of views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's nice that when you get...
I did that knife flip just for funsies, and it ended up blowing up, like, big time. And all my friends were like, oh, I want to try doing that. And, oh my gosh, that's legendary. And I'm just like, I just want to do something stupid.
Yeah. I had, oh, shoot. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Where was it? We were talking about doing trendy stuff, and it's fine.
Is it my turn or Ash's turn?
Skip me. You go.
Alright. You gotta turn the phone back on.
Mhm.
Okay. Have you ever done casual cosplay in public?
I have. I do Tadashi a lot because I really like the shirt that he wears. And yeah, I have the version where he's in like the shirt and the cardigan and the hat. I don't know. It's just really nice. So like no one notices because he's a side character who was only in the first 20 minutes of the movie, so no one tells. And if someone does, hey, it's really awesome. But it's just a nice outfit to wear because I think I look good in it. Like with one of the things I do with Markiplier and like Tadashi is like I look kind of like them. So if I wear the things they wear, I should look good in them. So like, so when I had the shirt and the cardigan, I'm like, ooh, I look pretty good. And then when I wear the red flannel, like that, the only reason why I bought a red flannel shirt was because I thought I would look good in it. Because I saw Markiplier had one and he looked good in it. And I did a Markiplier cosplay way after I had the shirt. But that one was fun.
Yeah, I feel that though. Like I feel like some of my outfits even like for like whatever like I get inspired from my cosplays or characters that I enjoy. Like I picked up from the consignment store like an extra small like army jacket, and like Ella has like this camo jacket and like leggings, and today like I was wearing like skinny jeans and that, and like I was like, oh, like this feels good because like I feel good in my Ella cosplay, and then I take like elements of that into like clothes that I wear in daily life, and then I might dye my hair green and become like Ella in real life, but but yeah, like
I don't know. Like, I've done a like a casual Southside Serpent from Riverdale.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of like that period style look of clothes.
Yeah.
And leather jackets because they feel nice.
They feel nice.
I see that leather jacket back there.
Yeah, we see it in the bag.
Shoot, my question just went, ooh.
I can go if you want to wait.
Have you ever had to like go to the store because like emergency store prep because you broke one of your items or you ran out of hot glue or something and you're like halfway into the cosplay and you're just like, screw it.
I usually keep a travel pack of cosplay repair.
No, I mean like you're getting into your cosplay and it's like around your house or something and you realize, oh, I'm out of super glue or oh, I'm out of this, and so you have to go to the store and get it. I've done that. I went to the store in my vault suit and I've gone to Sonic in my airsoft rig.
I mean, it's not that hard for me to go out of cosplay for things. And like I live 30 minutes away from a Walmart because I live in the middle of nowhere. But no, I usually don't have problems like with I usually just have all the stuff I need to fix things in my work shed. So like if a piece of foam breaks, I can re-glue it. And if like elastic breaks, I can always hot glue it. I don't think I've ever had to go to a store in cosplay like outside of just doing it for fun. One time, me and a friend, we were helping out with this little kid's adoption ceremony. So he really liked superheroes. So he asked for, or he didn't ask. The parents asked a Facebook cosplay group I was in for superhero cosplayers, and like he really liked Superman, so they're trying to do like DC themed. So they had a Superman cosplayer. I was Batman, and my friend was Robin. And then we went to the adoption ceremony. It was really fun, and I gave him like a Batarang that he could keep, which is super fun. But then afterwards, afterwards we went to a Chick-fil-A. We went to a comic store and then a Chick-fil-A. And then the comic store would also have like a separate like coffee section, and they would sell like comic book themed drinks. And they had one that's called a banana nana Batman smoothie. It was a banana smoothie, and I took a picture with it. Yeah, it was super fun. And then we went to Chick-fil-A and they gave us like a free coupon because they asked like why we were Batman and Robin in a Chick-fil-A drive-through. And we're like, oh, we're helping out with someone's adoption ceremony today. And they're like, oh, here's a free like gift card for community service. It's like, ooh, nice. And then,
that's nice.
Yeah.
See, cosplaying pays. I tell people this and they don't listen to me.
In the rare moments that it does. But like outside of commissions of like people paying you to make props, and like the live stream on Instagram, or sorry, live streams on TikTok that you can like get gifts for and things. Like I don't think I get any money from it. I rarely get gifts on my lives anyways. I have really bad luck on TikTok with my live streams. I like have maybe 10 people watching if I'm lucky. But I also have a really hard time like being energetic and communicating with people who aren't typing in a chat where I'm just talking to like supposedly 10 people, but it could just be someone like click and then yeet their phone away.
Yep.
And like I could just be
I am
talking to no
awkward as
one.
hell on live streams when I'm alone.
I try doing it while I'm making stuff so I can like be making a thing, but it's always looks super boring when I'm just like tracing out foam, cutting out foam, waiting for glue to dry. It's like not really exciting to watch. And then people are doing like makeup tutorials, or people who just have a live stream just to talk with people. I find it's crazy, and I wish I had that type of like views on my live streams, but I feel like I have to do like a lot of work on it.
Yeah, I stream like on Twitch and stuff, so I kind of like it takes a little bit. Like at first, like it was just like awkward, like just like focus on the game, but like you get more comfortable like being on camera and like finding things to talk about, even if like the chat's really empty and it's like, oh man, this kind of sucks. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but like you kind of just gotta keep it going, keep the energy going, because then like people will start to feel comfortable. Because a lot of people, like even myself, like if I go into someone else's live stream, like unless I'm friends with them, like I'm kind of like scared to talk, because like I don't know, I guess like social anxiety, but like over the phone, like doesn't make sense. But it's like some people are just shy, and then you just gotta be like, how are you guys doing? Like, what'd you guys do today? Or I did this, this, and this. Like, and just try and be interesting. And it takes a lot, though. It's a little draining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My phone is going to die. I'm sorry. Give me just a second.
It's okay.
I need this up in case my supervisor texts me.
Oh wait, I need to get my phone and show you guys. That inspired.
Inspirations! Yay!
Me and Luca have matching ones.
Oh,
she has an ash.
so precious.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright, I think it's my turn, is it? Or
I think it is.
Okay, weirdest cosplay experience.
Weirdest cosplay experience. Oh boy. Oh, let me think.
Besides all the Harley Quinns.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I was Batman, and I was at Denver Pop Culture Con, and then I was just like hanging around the booth area, just walking around because I just like explore and wander, and if someone wants to take photos, I like stop and get a photo. And I just kind of just like move about, look around at things, and then like I just feel just like someone just go on the side of my head. I'm like, oh, what is that? And I can't see very well outside this, and I can't hear, but like I just feel someone just go smack on the side of my head. I look around, and then I turn around, and I see this Harley Quinn cosplayer walking the other way, and just it goes like this, and then walks away. Gives me a raspberry and just walks away. She's like, she hits me on the side of my head, not hard, but she was just like a little meh. And then just like goes over to her boyfriend who's dressed as the Joker. I'm like, okay, I get that you want to be in character, but you didn't have to hit me. And then, like, it was just weird because it's like, why would you think it's alright to hit someone who's just in a cosplay who happens to be sitting next to you? Like,
yeah, you wouldn't do that to like a random person
thing.
online or something.
It wasn't even for anything. Like there wasn't like no one was filming, no one was doing like a photo of like, hey, let me hit you. It was just like smack. I think this is appropriate. No.
No.
Yeah, that's where like character acting in cosplay goes too far. Whereas like then like thrusting yourself, like they don't have a choice to avoid that situation. Like you always should be able to give someone a choice to not participate. So like just say, hey, like it's fine, like say passing things in dialogue and things like that. But if you want to do something physically like interactive with someone, like give them a heads up. Say, hey, is it alright if I like slap you for this bit? And they're like, yeah, sure, it'll be really funny. There's a group around here, go for it. But then like it's just like minding my own business, and all of a sudden slap. It's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think I've ever had any other weird. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had other weird experiences like that. That's definitely the weirdest one.
I definitely have. And like just cause like I don't know, cosplaying like as a girl or cosplaying like it's cute or sexy things. Like I
Mhm.
did like Kitty Cat Katarina at Anime Boston one year, and like I needed to get to my lift. So like I don't know if you guys know the outfit. Do you guys know?
Yes.
Kitty Cat.
I know Cat.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
short shorts and like a bralette kind of thing. But it's
Oh,
like
okay.
all like fur, like it's like a Halloween costume. It's like one of the Halloween skins and like cat
Yeah.
ears and tail. Yeah, it's cute. And Katarina's my fucking baby. So
Mhm.
I cosplay like so many characters. But anyways, and I had like didn't have time to put my jacket on, so like I was like throwing it on and going out the front gates, and like everyone else in Boston is trying to get whatever to work or whatever, and then this like random like person, like this lady that was definitely just like not a cosplayer or part of Anime
Yeah.
Boston. Like she's like, ooh, like what are you dressed as? And I'm like,
So,
Kitty Cat Karina, I have to go. And she's like, can I get a picture? You look
oh
very
boy.
nice. Like I have to leave, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just
It's
thought
just
of another one that
yeah.
is definitely weirder than the Batman story.
Shoot.
But I was at the Renaissance Festival this year, and I was dressed in my fawn costume because it's a lot of people don't do it. And then this lady, who was somewhat intoxicated, at least I'm assuming she was, because of her response is definitely not something any sober person would say. But she asked if she can get a picture with me. I'm like, yeah, sure. And she takes a picture, and then afterwards says, "Thanks. I'll be thinking of this later."
Oh
And
god.
Oh.
like I'm just like, oh, she's gonna be
That's so
doing
weird.
things with that
That
photo.
I've actually been
Yeah.
told that though. Like
Yeah, and
if like
it's yeah. Don't tell. You can do it, just don't tell me.
don't
Just-
say anything.
yeah.
That's so awkward. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
at one of the charity events things that I do, and I was dressed as Sarah, and then this family like came up, and then one of the sons was like, "Hey, can I get a picture of you guys?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." So we posed. Like everyone was nice, and then his dad's like, "Oh, I bet he's gonna save that for later, haha." And I'm like,
I
and he
didn't
was
even
like,
know
"What
that.
the heck?" Like
Yeah.
he was grossed out. I was grossed out. Nobody enjoyed that. I was like, "You did not have to say that at all. Like, don't make it weird."
No, don't make it weird. We're all trying to cosplay.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like, for me,
doing
it's
it
also
to be
been like
nice,
a
not
lot
to
of
be like,
weird
Hey,
meme positions.
a human being with respect underneath.
yeah, just like getting grossly sexually objectified by like old men, and then I'm just like, you do realize like, I mean, like I'm a normal girl. I mean, they probably would still objectify me even as a normal girl because haha, just girl things. But it's just like, really, dude? Like, there's kids here. Like,
Mhm.
that's not.
Yeah, don't mention that. Don't make it weird.
Yeah,
We're already weird, but don't make it weirder.
yeah, but it's not like we're like being like sexual or anything. It's like you're making it sexual. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was at like a baseball game with my group, and my friend was doing Harley. She was doing like I don't remember what it's from, but she had like the crop top, like fishnets and shorts and whatever. Like she was Harley, and then I was Black Canary, so I also had fishnets and then like the bodysuit, and that I never did again because this family was like, "Oh, do you guys like think you could come up to whatever room? It's my kid's birthday today. Like that would really make his day if you guys like came in and just took some pictures with him for his birthday." And we're like, "Yeah, sure, of course." So we go in, and like we didn't have one of our guys with us because normally like we have like the like men around like to like kind of like
Yeah.
ward off the creeps that it will be like, "Hey." And then like the door closed, and then like all the dads were like looking at us, and they're like, "Hey, look at what we ordered for our son!" Like
Oh,
saying that we were like prostitutes or something. And I'm like,
oh,
"We are here for free. This is a charity event. Like, I will
yeah.
take a picture with your child, but this is like, it's just like, why do people do that? It's so like,
Yeah.
come on, man." It's like not even like you can be like, oh well, you know, you were wearing fishnets, so. But it's
Ugh.
like,
Fishnets does not entail sneaky business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wearing heels and no one ever catcalled me.
yeah.
You're also
Because it's like
I've had my
funny.
butt grabbed a few times
Wait a
at
minute.
conventions.
What was that?
I've had my butt grabbed a few times at conventions.
Ooh,
Oof.
that's not good.
I haven't had that happen.
Because I am a sick boy, but cosplay still
Right.
does not equal consent, though.
yeah.
Oh
don't
yeah,
do
absolutely.
I actually had to help security bounce somebody at an event because it's my local event. Because this particular gentleman did not get his props checked and did not abide by the policy regarding, cosplay does not equal consent.
Yeah.
So somebody mentioned that he was grabbing people inappropriately when he was taking pictures with them.
Oh my
And
god.
so we had to go hunt down this dude and eject
Mhm.
him. And we took his pass, said, no, you're not getting back in. So he stole someone else's pass and got back in.
Huh.
That's so awful.
Yeah.
Triggered noises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me, just a patron of the event, but I have law enforcement background, I ended up telling the dude, hey, you're banned for life, dude. Get the hell
Like,
out.
don't bother coming back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like those moments are still like fairly rare now, at least nowadays. It's gone a lot better. I remember we just recently had someone at, I remember recently, it was last year, but it was like they were taking photos with like sexy cosplayers, was like a Power Girl cosplayer, but like, oh look, a boob window. That means I can do what I want. So he would take a picture. So he would say, hey, let's just take a picture. And then he would do this, and then as they take the picture, he'll go, mwah, and then like kiss her on the cheek, which is not good because he didn't tell her. That's not consent.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's really bad. Like you wouldn't just walk up to someone, just kiss them and take a photo. That's weird. But the entire community would just like post all these pictures that who is this person, ban them if you see them,
Yeah.
and like just like the entire community rose up against it, which was really nice.
That's good.
And we're just
Yeah,
like,
and
oh,
I
these
see
dudes
photographers
get
like
Like
that
I
too.
said, it's not consent.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right how showy your cosplay is, it does not mean that you're showing that.
For attention. It's
Well,
like,
I mean, you're showing that because that is what is entailed by the cosplay.
yeah, and even if you were like,
or
you
maybe
know, feeling good in it, or if you want it for attention, that doesn't warrant like
body
getting,
confidence,
like getting touched
Getting
inappropriately.
touched
Like,
or grabbed. Or,
yeah.
there's no
The
excuse.
moment, the moment it goes from oh it's their costume to now you're a creep is the moment you would like step over your boundaries.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know, a lot of people I feel like, and it might just be like the absence of social cues because people are sheltered. But yeah, I don't understand how people can be so like absent about like or so like absently informed on what is okay or like how you shouldn't treat a person. Not even just a female who's in dress, like in like a mini skirt, just anybody. Like, why would you talk to anyone like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure even at like PAX, like I've heard like stories of like girls getting like followed by guys and like recorded like upskirt photos and stuff, which is totally awful. But I'm pretty sure when I was in Ella, my friend was like trying to meet up with us, and this guy was like, I didn't even notice because it was a massive packed hall at PAX, but I'm pretty sure this guy was recording me walking, like recording my butt as Ella, which like I get like Ella's so big, whatever, but it's like I'm also a human, like that's weird. But like I made like a joke about it, like if you guys see me on Reddit, like let me know. Pretty sure I just got a video of my butt. But it's like I wouldn't have consented to that. I didn't know about it, but it's also like a public space, so it's like you could argue that. But even then, like you're not gonna like. It's just not okay. Like just ask if you want a picture.
If he's specifically focusing on you and only you, that means he wants your attention. He wants specifically to display you, which means you have to consent in order for him to specifically display just you.
Yeah.
Just filming the entire space and just walking around, that's perfectly fine. That's like filming at crime scenes, filming at traffic stops, stuff like that. You're allowed to film, but if you start focusing on a specific person, like the suspect or the officers involved, you have to get their consent. And most of the time, they're not going to consent to that because they're trying to protect the identities of everyone.
Right. Yeah, people just, I think they just really, like, don't, because the people that go to cons, like, either they're, like, normal, whatever, or some people are just super sheltered, staying inside all day, whatever, and just don't get out enough and, like, understand when people's, like, response to things, like, what's not okay, or just kind of, like, don't respect it. Just boring, like, period. Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that it's gotten better, and like more people are like, "Hey, we'll call people out and be like, hey, that's not cool. You shouldn't do that." And I love seeing those posters that are like, "Cosplay is not consent," blah blah blah, and like you know, all around the con halls, like, because that is like perfect.
We have big posters that we put up now at CypherCon that say "Cosplay is not consent," and then I know at San Japan it was everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Giant, taller than me posters that said specifically, "This is the bodies that you can show and what you can't show. So you can't have the maybe this much of this. You have to have at least this hidden, and you have to have at least this hidden." Yeah. And it says right next to it, "Cosplay is not consent." So I have a question.
Yes.
For all of us, actually, what is the next con that you're planning on going to?
Ooh. I'm not sure. I don't know. There used to be a con that was in February, but that one got canceled. I don't know if it's coming back next year or if it's just done.
One of my areas is done.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be until Denver Pop Culture Con again. Maybe San Diego Comic Con, whichever one's first, if I get into that one. But probably one of those two bigger ones. Just kind of nice. I'm less busy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to go to CosplayCon this year, which is in February, I think. I don't have anything booked yet, so that's very like, I don't know, but I think I'm gonna try and go there because I've been wanting to for years.
Planning on maybe going to PAX South in January?
No, but I do have Los Angeles Comic Con on the 11th of October, though. Well, 11th through 13th.
I'm going to be going to PAX South.
I'm going to PAX East.
The woo. Finally, a woman of culture. I say that to people, and people are just like, "What is that?"
It's part of like my vocabulary now.
Yeah. PAX South is going to be in San Antonio this year. Yeah. Same place San Japan was. I just realized that. I was like, "Hey, I get to rip my same place." Which means I have time to save up now, since I didn't get told a month in advance. That month in advance is worth it, though. I ordered the vest, and I ordered all the pieces, and they all came in 10 days before the con, and I put them on, and I was like, yes.
Nice. I have a question. Have you ever gotten to a con and you forgot something? Like, forgot part of your cosplay at home?
Oh, yeah, I do that. I feel like I do that frequently, which is bad. Most recently at NDK this year, which was in August, I was Batman. I was doing Sexy Batman, so I Batman the Harley Hills. But then I forgot my gloves, which I wasn't too worried about. But I'm like, darn it, forgot that thing. And then back last year, I did Newt Scamander at Denver Pop Culture Con, and I forgot his bow tie, and I think I also forgot his scarf. But
I've done that.
Yeah,
I've been on the interstate to go to the con in my area and then realized I forgot half my dadgum cosplay. I got a lot in marching band, though. That was something I did. I got all the way to the college for the marching competition. Got there for morning practice, realized I left half my freaking marching uniform at the house.
God.
Ow!
Yeah.
That sucks.
All my music, my hat, my glove, everything. I was so mad.
I don't know, like, I've been lucky, though, since, like, I live 30 minutes away from most of my conventions, where, like, a family member could run the item, and I'll just wear the costume, like, the next day. But I've had, like, stuff break at a convention, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was having a terrible luck with stuff breaking at conventions last year. It was my Iron Man suit, and it was just flying to pieces. So I had to constantly re-glue straps on my like hands and stuff that I had to like Velcro off and on to keep the metal hands on. But yeah, I feel like I had to fix so many things, and then after a while, I just gave up. I'm like, all right, screw it. I'm just not going to have that.
Yeah, I feel that so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did the 3D maneuvering gear from Attack on Titan. Like, I made that from scratch. And the little, like, tops for the nozzles of the air containers,
Mm-hmm.
like, it was either the glue or, like, the tape I had around it for, like, extra security, like, wasn't holding, and somebody bumped into it and it fell off. And it was also at, like, a Comic-Con, like, official convention, so it was, like, walking through a huge, crowded vendor's hall with those.
Mm-hmm.
Like, otherwise it was good, but also worrying about the straps that, like, keep it on is kind of, like, nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel that. My Ash from Overwatch cosplay was like such a freaking nightmare because I was like, I'm gonna make it all by myself. I'm gonna sew everything. I got the gun 3D printed and I painted it. I get to the con. My friend's house is in Boston, 3 hours away. I forgot the butt cape, whatever the heck, which is like a pretty like notable part. I forgot the belt, I think, and I didn't even finish some stuff in the first place. So I was like, kind of feeling bad about this, but like, I have most of it done, so I'm still gonna wear it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like calling my mom, and I'm like literally having a breakdown because like it was like a long journey. I was stressed, and I was like, I fucking forgot the butt cape. Like I'm so stupid. How am I gonna do this? And then I was like, could someone like bring it halfway? Like I had my ex-boyfriend with me there, and he's like, I can like drive home and get it for you. Like, but I was like, I don't want you to miss the first day of the convention. Like that's effed up. And like eventually, like my friend didn't leave yet, so she was able to go to my house and pick it up. And even still, on the day that I was going to wear it, I forgot to put it on at my friend's house to go to the train station. So I didn't even get to wear it. And then during the time that I was wearing Ash, all the armor on my gloves and my everything started falling apart. And I was like, this fucking sucks. So now I'm determined I might just go out and, buy one online, but I want to get my Ash cosplay done so I can wear it and be like, I didn't fail, and be like, it is together. And my gun broke.
My head is right there. Still isn't finished. He's been working on it for a year, so I told him to send it back. Whenever he's ready to work on it again, he can have it. But none of the arms are finished. I have to. I'm probably gonna end up fixing it anyway, because I want to give the dude a break. He's done so much for me, so I feel like I'll just end up building like the little itty bitty pieces that are needed. It's mainly just little things, but then I have to add the cape to it. So I actually have to go buy quite a length of material and make it. I'm actually gonna get my friend to cut it and make it for me. But I realized that she had a cape at the con, and I was like, oh, hey, this is Miss. So yeah, so it's almost there, but it's got like one piece that's like definitely not there, and it's noticeable. But
I don't know, like my Adam cosplay too. I couldn't finish the lower legs, so I called it Adam before the CG was finished.
That works. A creative solution.
that is a creative solution.
When in doubt, make something up.
Mine is Lady Maria, because her tailcoat is like tattered and like real short and stuff. So the way we did it, it's not worn at all. It's like brand new. So mine is Lady Maria before her actual tragic storyline took over. It has a super tragic storyline. She ends up trying suicide at the end.
I did when I did Iron Man, I didn't have time to do the fake facial hair, and I did even try like doing like the like paint on stubble. So I just said I was young Iron Man, young Tony Stark.
Aw.
Young Tony is adorable though, so
There you
There you
go.
Is it my turn, I think?
yeah, go.
Alright, this is my final question for the entire group. Do you
Okay.
have any upcoming cosplays that you want to announce?
Oh boy. Besides Deathstroke, because I've been trying to make him for a while. For me, let's see. A big one was getting Joker done. That's kind of my big reveal that I was doing, and I still haven't worn him at a. Actually, no, I did wear him at a con. Never mind. But ooh, I want to finish Bakugo because his wig is still iffy. Oh, good lord, I don't know. I'm like in that in between stage where like I just finished a cosplay, so I don't know what to do next. Like after I do Deathstroke, I don't know. Probably redo an Iron Man suit, or maybe I don't know. Maybe something else. I don't know. We'll see what comes out.
Yeah.
What about you, Ella?
Well, the Elite skin got leaked, so I'm gonna be working on Ella's new Elite
There we
skin.
go.
Yep, I got all the leather paint and all that I need to get all the appliques and stuff, but I'm looking forward to that. I just need to find stuff in the thrift store like a leather jacket and then the jeans and stuff. I already started like piecing some stuff together, but that's what I'm gonna be working on.
Nice.
And then mine, my new upcoming cosplay, which I have not started on yet, but I have big plans for it, and I've already gotten like the actual like form for hello, plans for it. Is Veronica Dare from Halo ODST.
Cool.
Okay.
First foam forging, yay! It's gonna be terrible.
Yay.
It's fun. That's what I do.
It is fun. I've noticed because I've tried to forge like foam forge armor before for my Destiny thing, and ended up actually using an actual Kevlar vest instead of using like the stuff they did, and just naming it as like a hunter from long time past, which worked out brilliantly, by the way. But what I want to do is I have a friend that lives a few hours from me that he actually has a full the player character ODST suit that he made that he's gonna help me forge my own. So
Nice.
be ready for Veronica Dare in about a year's time.
Nice.
Oof.
And then I have to finish Deadpool Mandalorian in like 4 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Like I got
Really
the helmet,
good
I got
guy.
the chest plate done. It's just like the limbs and like an armored like collar type thing.
Yeah.
And then repainting it all and hoping it looks good.
Mhm.
I got lucky with Ash because I didn't think this vest actually came with the actual like tall collar like this has, but it does, and I was like, oh, I don't have to make it now.
Yay!
Yay!
Alright, any final questions from the other co-host?
Do you have any questions for us?
I don't think so. Like, send me you guys' TikToks, and then I'll be able to
Can everyone
find you
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I agree.
Other than
That's a good question.
Alright, any final remarks, any shout outs you want to make?
This was really fun, and I really enjoyed doing it.
Yeah,
I was
you guys are
surprised
all
to be
cool.
asked to be on a cosplay podcast, but I'm really happy. It's like a bucket list item.
It was great
I have a
having you
friend
here,
that
man.
needs to be followed. It's
What's
our.
that?
I have a friend that needs to be followed by people because he is adored and loved by all of us Siege cosplayers, and I met him a few weeks ago at San Japan, and he's amazing. It's Jay, in our group, our Slav Tuchanka.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Put his information in the chat, and then we'll get on it.
Alrighty, that works.
All right, I think that's a good point for the outro. If nobody else has anything to say.
I don't think so.
All right, so as always, I have been Chris, aka Mr. Zoom _2028.
Go, Ella, go.
Oh,
Go, Ella,
Ella
go.
from egirlela.
I am ashestoashesdoctodoc. I'm Ash.
And we've had our special guest.
Hi, I'm Nathan, Onfirecosplay. This was super awesome being here.
All right, thank you for watching, everybody, and good night.